Good morning, everyone. 大家早上好. Okay. Because I know today, because a few people just they have to work, so they might leave today. So I will say something. I'd like to introduce a little practice, even for your daily life, as well as based on a sutta also. The one of the sutta which is very famous in the Pali is called the Karaniya Metta Sutta. Okay. Look at how this sutta guides us with this method as well. 那就是因为今天我知道有些人他要提早离开啊，因为最主要是因为要上班嘛，好，那么当时我就借这机会跟大家分享一下这个关于到这个学习这个方法跟你的生活啊。当时我就先用一个经啊，这个经呢在巴利藏里面是非常有名的，我们叫做一般把它翻译叫持经啊，其实应该直接翻译叫做应该要行的应该要行，就应该要行的慈爱，好，这个叫好，当然我们只是习惯就把它翻译叫做持经或慈爱经。好 ，Okay, you know, I'd like to say maybe some people heard about before, but I like to say something about how this sutta begin. You know, certainly this sutta starts the loving kindness meditation or like compassion and so forth, being instructed by the Buddha is not due to this occasion. However, from very early time, it's very clear that the Buddha delivered this loving kindness and this Brahma-vihara method, particularly for lay people as well. I mean, certainly for lay people, that's almost a must practice. In other words, they don't necessarily have to be practice some other thing, but these four Brahma-vihara must also practice. For many reasons, if you read the Pali Sutta, you will know. Anyway, so anyone who really know important about the virtue, how to behave well, if they come to that understanding later on, it's not just know. You have to really work it, you know, because you can be ethically understand something, but still you need to keep on cultivating the mind. Let your mind not be easily to fall into the temptation of the evil thing, you know. We always have a temptation, I'm sure you know. Sometimes we are not wise enough, sometimes we have temptation. You must really have this kind of cultivation. 这是我们叫修行嘛，的原来的字就是把玩啦，其实就是禅修的意思。但我不说禅修一定要坐着，就是说你一定要有这个 cultivation， 然后呢，让你的心呢不容易被拉动、被移动，这 cultivation。还有不只是不移动，你甚至会让你心会直接的，就是怎么说，有一种。就好像我一直形容说，就变成一棵树，变成一种你的一种非常大的功德，非常大的力道，这样。Anyway, so it's in the sutta, how this sutta begin. As I said, it's not because of loving kindness or compassion meditation will never be instructed. It's just in one occasion when the monk after the Buddha instructs certain meditation method. So they thought they should go for some secluded place to practice. So they went to the place near Himalaya. And you could say actually, with our understanding, mean if they can see Himalaya mountain, that means they go further north. And it's a wonderful place, like a beautiful river and beautiful tree, very calming, very soothing area that they could do their meditation. You know, traditionally the Buddhists say there are 500 monks, but please understand, the 500 don't take it really like 500. You know, otherwise the Buddhism is horrible. Only 500, okay? But it's just Indian way, just to say over 200 people, that means 500. So, not just like, so over 200 people mean 500. If it over 500 people, something like that, roughly, they will say 1,200, something like that. That's the old way to remember the text. So, in other words, we know that about this large amount of people, and then they go there to have a retreat. And also, they were welcomed by the local people. I have the same experience, actually, when I visit India. I think maybe second time, I couldn't remember first or second. Because I have some classmates when I studied in Sri Lanka. They are from Ladakh, originally. And they still now, actually, one is still look after Bodh Gaya, and now he's a professor now. He's a head of department. He's a head of party study in Nalanda University. He actually is my classmate. We're very friend together. And now I want to say, when I went there, so this classmate, because originally he's from Ladakh, he's Indian in a way. So he told me like go to some other villages just to walk there, like we are talking, which usually tourists won't go. We just went. And when these villagers see us, they were very happy. I mean, they're very simple, very happy. They say, "Are you sadhu?" You know, of course they were speaking Hindi. I don't understand the language. I only based on my classmate translated to me. And he was very happy to see both of us. And they would say, "Are you like a sadhu? I mean, are you the practitioner, something a recluse?" Then actually the monk, the Ladakhi monk, he's really friendly, also very nice, very charming kind of person. He said, "Yeah, we are a sadhu." And then these people just feel them, and they say, "Oh, why don't you stay here? You live here. We provide you everything to food, but we would love you stay. And what you have to tell me, only tell us a story, tell us what's the virtue is." This is really, they have still keep this kind of culture. And I was actually, I have to say, a little bit shocked. Not a shock in a way, I mean, I was surprised, maybe I'm not shocked. I was surprised because, you know, you just met people. You never heard they have this kind of culture, ask you stay. Then just stay, we give you the food, give you the place to stay, but what your duty, only tell us a story, you know, give us some of what your spirituality is about. And these people, when you look at it in a way, at least my judgment, is they don't seem like what we call sophisticated people, like educated people. No, they are just a simple farmer, you know, and the wife of the farmer, like that. So I was really surprised. But of course, then I remember how the Buddhist texts say, like this here. So when the monk go there also, they visit that place, and the people were really delighted to see them, and they say, "Why don't you stay here? We will provide the food. You could do your practice. What you only do is sometimes we can see you, you know, and consult some, you know, tell us some story." That's what they always say, that, tell us some story. And anyway, that's why I could really imagine the picture, because I have that encounter when I was in India. Okay. Anyway, that's how they happened that thing. And when they went there, so then they accept that. They thought, "Oh, this is beautiful place, nice place. You could just really stay here calmly and do their practice meditation." And they stay. However, you know, some other divine beings, you know, and according to Buddhist belief, the divine beings have many types. Some are really like heavenly type. Some are living in around this surrounding. Okay, we say deity, mean the deva, mean the divine beings. We have some exercise. You could say those type is some live in half between the heavens and the earth, and some live even among the earth. Okay, and then you have the yakka. We have the word called yakka. In Sanskrit called yaksha. In Chinese called losa. Locha. So the yaksha, it's always depicted as a kind. They look really horrified, you know, very rough skin, have the really sharp teeth, and so forth. That's how the Indian mythology believe. And I won't say the mythology. Actually, I believe it also. Okay, that's another thing. But you must understand in Buddhist concept. Let me finish the story. If I forget, I will just remember that later. I have to say that again. Anyway, so usually in Indian culture, when the deity, even sometimes they can be manifest as a yakka, because when they are not happy, they will transform the body and become look very horrific. They want to free you, you know. The same thing when those monastic monks, when they live there and practice, what happens is that, and if they stay over 1 month, because they thought, usually when you accept people to stay in, even nowadays, please remember, when you accept people to stay there, you always say that, I would just say it's only 3 days, right? The maximum you will stay there for 1 week. Don't be such a horrible person, and you just stay, go on. You will give other people trouble, okay? Anyway, but that's a tradition in the Buddhist monk. Of course, they will stay. It's such a long distance, they need to walk, right? So, and they will stay there 1 week. And then they think, oh, this is a good place to keep on practice, and people are supporting, so they keep on staying. And these kind of deities, in those who live around the earth, they are not very happy, because when they are staying here, they feel like their space being occupied, right? So they can be patient to wait people stay there for 1 week, now 1 month, and then now it seems like, because the rainy season is around, you know, traditionally the Buddhist monk during the rainy seasons, It's in here now July, but in Chinese it's 6月. In Chinese calendar it's always June. June means almost in the Western calendar means July. During the July 16, they start from this Vasa. And then they would think that they thought now we should stay as a Vasa, because usually traditionally the Vasa means you have to stay 3 months, you're not doing anything but just meditation. That's your main focus, so that you can bring to your practice. Other months you may be busy to teach, read, and now you really have to put it into practice, nothing else, So when they want to say that, then they will start to get worried. They say, what? They are going to stay for 3 months even. And my children, those deities children, were not very happy, They feel like they've been disturbed in their area for those deities. So that's why they thought, in order to protect their children, in order to protect their place, they're afraid that these people are going to stay forever. Forever. So, and then they transform a horrified kind of face. Accordingly, of course, then some people see that. They appeared, or maybe because when you do meditation, they appear for you. That horrific face. But the monk, we know that this is our practice. Even if we see these things, say that it's true. If we see these things, we are not going to say it. We just know, oh, I'm so afraid. But we still keep on practicing and practice. But now, problem is that this come not just 1 time and 2 times, come many times. And after that, they are not only just show the horrific face. Sometimes if they have the chance, they cannot show it in front of so many people. They only show to some people, whatever. And then they want to fear these people. After this feeling also, they start to emit some kind of smell. At least that's how, even in our tradition, certain believe that when there's some place what we call not clean, right? After those, then you will start to smell something really bad. And that's bad is you couldn't find where is it. Anyway, the second thing comes is the bad smell comes. And then the bad smell comes, and then they start to know something wrong. It's not just because when you meditate or whatever, you see something. But now, it's really something really not that simple. Maybe really it's not just like your vision, not really like your illusion or what, but it's really something there. Anyway, then some monks could not settle down their mind because out of fear. But as I said, usually in a practice meditation, it's not like some of you I saw you always talk. We don't talk. We just practice because we so value our time. It's so hard to get 3 times just to practice. Not that easy. We always telephone, people calling, and you're busy. And we thought, wow, while we have the time, we're really happy to have the time. Anyway, they don't talk. However, you could see that they change their face. They become pale, they cannot sleep, a lot of problem comes along. And then it getting worse and worse, and you could see the monk cannot settle down their mind, and then not just 1 people, 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, lots of people come to have the same problem. So then that's why ultimately when that comes, of course, then they report to the chief monk. You always have one of the high monk who, not necessarily he's the most powerful, but you must, kind of like someone who can, make the decision. So they talk to the chief monk, the high who are in the Vasa, or the monk who are the oldest, and told them that this problem. So then all monks decide, maybe if that's a case that this place is not good for practice. So they left, and of course they went back to the Buddha because they consult the Buddha because they want to learn something, method from the Buddha. They learn the method, like what you're learning, but now they thought they want to find a place to practice, right? And they encounter the problem. So after that, when they consult the Buddha, tell them about this problem. So the Buddha told them, and asked them, don't worry, go back to the same place. But every day in the morning and the evening, you need to recite this Kalaniya Metta Sutta. And then 2 times, in the morning 1 time and evening 1 time. Actually, this is how usually when we go to a meditation center, we do that also. In the morning, we recite 1 time. In the evening, we recite 1 time. And then also, you also have to recite in the morning and the evening also that what we call a parita, okay? That actually didn't come from a commentary saying. Parita is a kind of protect sutra. The sutra have meaning. But it's interesting It's not mantra. You know, in early Buddhism, we don't have mantra. It's more like, have a meaning, but somehow asking for protection also. So the Bharita have many, many Bharita. So, and then you have to recite the Bharita. And then as well as, then you need to practice, in terms of practice, you must still also have to practice the Asubha Bhavana, the impureness meditation on impureness, and as well as the one I mentioned earlier, meditate on the death. Right? And then always contemplate 8 kind of thing. You know, born is suffering, old age is suffering, sickness is suffering, ill suffering, and what is that? The dying. Basically, it's not about suffering. It's more like you must be fear of this born, fear of this old age, fear of this illness, and fear of this, what you call, the dying. And then fear of these 4 places that you will reborn to. You know, be animal, be the ghost, go to the hell. And the last one is that be a kind of angry, kind of divine being, you know. So anyway, so if we could do that, you know, that problem was solved. So that's why, because of that reason, the chanting of this sutra. But please understand, when we say chanting in old day, it's not, you see, this is, he say you need to chant this sutta. In translate, we say chant. I mean, you need to keep on chanting it, yeah. Because you need to keep on reminding yourself to do this, you know what I'm saying? But the 2 Bharita is maybe different. Bharita is more like kind of protection. That's why I say, first chant twice of the Kalaniya metta and twice of the Bharita, remember? I mean, it's kind of protection. Let me just explain something about Bharita, a little bit complicated. In the Buddhist tradition, in the sutta also happened that mentioned, there were people, actually there was not people, the monk, once the Buddha told the people, you know, being a monk or being anyone who practice, sometimes you will have these divine beings love you, okay? But sometimes you encounter the yakka love you, but you encounter the yakka dislike you. Remember I say yakka, 就羅剎嘛. Yaksa is a kind of, you can understand Yaksa is a kind of divine being, but usually we put them in more like unstable divine being. They are not very, that's why we say Yaksa, we don't call them as a Deva. Mostly Deva, even they may have jealousy, whatever, but they are not strong, they could control. But the Yakka, they have, how to say? Anyway, Yakka is different from ghost. Ghost is one thing, Yakka is another thing. Anyway, Yakka is like a divine being, but their personality a little bit can be twisted sometimes too, okay? But they can be good, they can be bad. But divine being is always in a good way, okay? Now, the Yakka, the problem is that Yakka, some Yakka, they don't like you because they don't like to see some people doing good, okay? So that's why they will come to fear you. Actually, this in early Buddhism, you also have the one text. If a monk or anyone, if they are going to a very, especially if they go alone, to some other very recluse place, very secluded place to practice, you have to recite that. If you don't recite that, because you will encounter this, what we call unseen spirit, not the ghosts, okay, those things, they will come to disturb you because they don't like you at all, okay. That's why we have the Bharita, okay? That's what I mean by that, Bharita, okay? Anyway, I remember when I be a monk, it's compulsory. You need to learn to recite few things, especially if you're going to stay like in a forest, because you need to learn how to recite the thing in order to avoid the snake bite you, you know? Because one of the big things that you might be encounter is the fierce animals and those 蜈蚣叫什么英文? Centipede, yeah, centipedes and those, or snakes will bite you. You need to recite that. And the other recite is to avoid the yakka dislike you. Because according to that text, if I have time, next time in IBA, I'm going to introduce that text. It's interesting. According to that text, actually, why this text has been recited? Because when the Buddha say that, then the heavenly, actually is the heavenly being come down to the Buddha, told them that, I heard that some yakka didn't like you. They didn't like your fellow monk to practice. So they are going to disturb what we can do for you. And he said, can we do something for you? Those divine beings asked the Buddha. That's why then the Buddha say, oh, so kind of like there's a conversation going on. Later on, that's why they promised the Buddha, if you recite this, such or such, I as the Sakka king, or I as the what kind of heavens king, will ask my people to come down to help you. That's the reason why the Buddhism has a tradition to recite a text. Even though in Buddhism we don't rely on that, but you still sometimes need, the divine thing that to stop this yakka come to really attack you and so forth. Anyway, back to this text. It's been a long story. 简单的说哈 I have to say Chinese. I don't know time is enough. But 简单的说就是我要介绍一部叫持经哈。持经的来由最主要就是当他们去见到佛陀要跟他学习的时候，他就是教一些方法，佛陀教方法，然后他们觉得他们要找时间去修行。所以大致上呢有所谓的500宗，但印度文化500宗就指说超过200人以上，300、400都叫500宗哈。就是有这么多这样的人，他们后来找到一个地方去修持。在那地方要修持的时候呢，那么但是因为你知道，你说住1天2天就算了，如果当他们住了1个月之后，已经很烦恼，那些一些所谓的月差就已经很烦恼，或者一些天众比较在地球住的那种天众要比较烦恼。但是呢，听说他们还要雨季，因为雨季在传统上出家人是3个月就不出门，就在禅修的，那叫雨季。所以呢，我们中国有个叫活欢喜的，你们知道吧？为什么有活欢喜呢？就是其实是中国化的，因为要介绍这个概念给中国人比较困难，所以中国人就把这个一般中国的雨季是在4月开始，因为中国的雨季梅雨就在4月份，好，所以到7月份，所以7月的时候有个叫活欢喜的，你们知道吗？好，不知道，你们知道吧？不知道，奇怪，以前我们都每年我们都这个是一个很大的日子，其实活欢喜呢就是节下的日子。但是他们叫活欢喜的，节下安居嘛，不是节下安居，不是活欢喜的，节下安居是4月份，7月份的时候就是活欢喜的。为什么说活欢喜的？就是解夏的时候，不是节下，就是夏结束，因为那个时候就在古代当然是这样，就是说那个时候自然就在那个时候，为什么是活欢喜的？叫做中国人是把它换了一个名字，因为说什么节下可能没有什么特别含义。在中国的信仰来说，你说这是活最欢喜的一天，那就特别有意义，不太一样，这是文化不一样。那么呢，为什么他欢喜？因为那一天很多人就修道成功，对啊，因为他3个月一直在用功嘛，所以就是那天，所以那个时候是很大的节了，就在家人为了得到福报，所以那个时候去供养啊，因为他们已经出来了，开始快点供养他们，所以有这个叫活欢喜的。OK。我为什么讲到这个？OK， 讲的说就是说3个月嘛，哈，所以他们这些月差这些就更不高兴了，说哈，我的小孩子在这边本来很多空间，先给他们坐在那边站了，那怎么样好？1个月就算了，这个几个月那就没，所以他们就来恐吓他们，哈，现了一个很恐怖的样子啊，发出一些恶臭啊，就这种问题。但这些出家众，因为他们都不说话嘛，禅修都不说话，哈，所以呢。当然，大家看到好像大家越来越不安稳了，脸色也很难看。禅修当然照理你脸色好看，但反而相反很难看，因为被吓到了嘛，又不是1次、2次、3次，一直下来，哈，然后又味道又很重，有很多恶臭味，所以他已经慢慢的受不了，那就跟长老讲，哈，说我们应该离开了。所以长老听了这个问题也觉得是的，可能这地方本来认为很适合，有人说要供养给你住在，但是还是有非人会干扰，就因为这样。他们就回到佛陀那里去，就告诉他这件事。一般佛陀在的时候会跟他说没问题啦，你们就找别的地方。但是既然佛陀跟他讲不用，你要再回去同个地方。所以呢，佛陀在叫他回去的时候呢，当然他不是只有说你就回去，没有，他跟他交代，你早晚我说早晚呢，你就要诵持经，就是我们等一下我要解释这个。还有要诵这个保护经，我刚才大致上解释，保护经里面有一部经也是非常奇妙，因为早期佛教没有咒语的，就只有经，其实就是经里面基本上那个保护经里面其中一部很重要的，如果你是真的住在森林啊，你一定要学的，因为至少在传统上就是这样，因为那部经的说法就是，当那些天众的天神啊，像第4天啊。这个4天王天呢，首先是4天王天，第4天，他们已经知道这件事。有些月差喜欢出家人在修行，但有些月差不喜欢，你知道吗？一定会有人喜欢你，有些人不喜欢你，他不喜欢。所以呢， 他们也觉得这些人都在修行是很重要的事，要怎么保护他们呢？所以他们就下来跟请示佛陀说：“你知道有这件事吗？”后来佛陀就说：“哦，这件事情要发生了。”那他们就答应说：“那如果你送这个寄送，就有点像叫什么召唤他们讲，好，你送这个寄送呢，我一定就会派我们的兵马下来保护你们修行的人。”所以就为什么这寄送在巴利藏，其实这个汉译也有的，叫做稻草经，好像叫那么这个经是你要送的，它其实有内容，但是有些内容比较不像内容，就像召唤一些天神一样，好，那么他就会来保护你这样。好了，所以后来除了这个之外，当然有说到就是要去修不净观，还有随时观，就是我刚才讲，然后就叫他要对有8件事情要产生恐惧，好，这样这个出家人他才能安稳的修下来，大概是这样哈。那么这个就是因缘 ，OK。Okay, in those days I was lucky because when Sagaranda used to translate Chinese if we need when I was in New York. Nowadays he doesn't want to translate anymore. I kind of feel like why? To his understanding, even though he translated in Chinese, maybe in those days I was not very good at preaching too, I don't know why. Some people they don't really appreciate, I have to say. We feel that. You know, we try and they always think, because some people they have their own agenda. Like so-called the Mahayana agenda, they always have a kind, they are not listen to the Dhamma. You know me, I'm not really what yana. I don't care the yana, but it's like, but people always have the agenda. So we talk. These people just don't care. So that's why he was fed up to translate too. Anyway. Huh? Yeah, I know. But anyway, but I will be suffer. Okay. So the sutta is Karaniya Matta Kusanena Yandang Sandam Bada Apisamecha. Okay. Sako Ujuja Sujuja Suvachoja Samudana Timani. The sutta is, the part is like that. But the first word is very important. Karaniya Matta Kusanela. It means that one should do the goodness, one should do the goodness to achieve the wholesome thing. Okay. We must understand the goodness to achieve wholesome thing. It should mean just now I mentioned also mean the shiksha, mean the three shiksha, three training. Training your virtue, training your samadhi, and training your wisdom. That's a three thing. If those people who are those for that training, and also very important when we say the training, it's almost like we have a dirty cloth, right? We must use water and something to wash the dirty cloth, like that. You cannot say, "Oh, I have a dirty cloth." Like our mind, if our mind is defined, it's dirty, it's been tended. You need to have something to let it removed. The same thing. Then what you remove your dirt is that you must have the three training: the virtue, the samadhi, and then the wisdom, like that. Okay. And he said those people who are interested in training and up to the point that they will reach Yandang Sandam Badan Apisamecha, mean they will approach to the ground on really Sandam. In Sanskrit they always have a word Om Santi Santi Hom, right? Santi, the same word in Pali means Satta, Santan. So mean appeasement, in English called appeasement. So in order to reach that kind of appeasement, almost like 没有烦恼, no defilements, no worry, nothing, problem comes. But if people want to do that, they still have condition, what they should do. They call Sakko Uju Sujuja Suvachoja Samudu Anandimani. So he has to be really, first, must be capable. He must have the spirit that he can do, first. Understand? So it's not like, I want to practice, it's okay. Today I can get past, tomorrow get past, So these people must develop a kind of personality, you could say, that he must be able, sakko, means somebody can handle the thing, And also uju, it means, actually directly uju means you upright, But the upright here refer to you are actually be very honest to, like you are very justice people. I want to do it right, like that. Okay, and suju also. I know that a lot of leaders, usually the suju go with the next one. Also, the suvacho mean the people can be easily to instruct, right? So if you are, let's say you are a capable person, you can handle the thing by yourself, and you are the person who are really upright. You always know that what is should do, what is not should do, right? And then by that you should also be suju, kind of like you are well upright. In other words, mean to do with that you can be easily to instruct as well. No, right? When the people tell you something, you do it. It's not like, okay, yeah, but no, they don't care later on, like that. So that's why the Buddha say, if people who want to be good and reach that kind of really wonderful state of the calmness, and this person has to be really capable, upright, and then how to say, and kind of honestly, himself, and as well as can be easy to instruct, and it's always speak nicely and soft. So, and one thing is very important. The last day, mudu mean soft, and also anadimani. He is not proud. Now, please understand the word anadimani and mani is a little different. Anadimani refer to people are proud because they think he's good. Okay, when people are manas mean the proud, because in Buddhism the proud generally divide into three types of proud. If mana mean the proud, usually refer to people they are proud because they don't know anything. You know what I'm saying? Maybe in English nowadays you could call it like a self deficiency, 自卑叫什么？ A low self-esteem. Some people are like that. They don't know anything, but actually they pretend they know everything. And that's worse, in one way. That is called mana. But adimana is different. They know something, but they just, your guide is bad, like that. That's called adimana, okay? So here, it's not referred to the no low self-esteem, but it refers to people, now they have capable, but they proud of their capability, okay, like that. So, but these people have to be not doing that, should not be proud, should not become a pride, so that you look down other people. Those are the general quality. 简单的说，这部经一开始就是说，如果一个人要想走上这个善的话，那么但是这个善在佛教很明显的这个定义就是说，这个善就是要三学，就是戒定慧学，好。要走上这个戒定慧学，为什么走上这戒定慧学呢？因为你一定要有这样子，就好像你的衣服肮脏了，你一定要用东西来洗掉它，用水啊怎么洗？那么你一定要你的心肮脏了，你要透过这戒定慧学来洗掉。不只是一个，记得要戒定慧，记得好。佛教从来没有说只有戒就成就了啊，也没有说只有定就成就，也没有说只有慧就成就。那不要戒，没有的哈。我也请记得我讲的戒不是指那个我15戒，我是什么戒，我是什么戒，好骄傲，不是哈，你的美德懂吗？所以你的美德这个一定要，它就会清掉你的污染，懂吗？好的，那么到了就为了目的是什么？达到一种，当然佛教讲就是一种像涅槃的境地。我们不一定讲到涅槃之前，也知道达到一种完全和平祥和的境地，我们叫极静的境地，叫三德。在印度文这个字是很重要，甚至很多的咒语印度教里面常常就念 Om Shanti Shanti Home， 就代表有这个你心里就平静下来这样。好，不管怎么样那是别人的文化，但在佛教呢还是比较重视教理的。在教理上就是说，那你就是要这个心怎么达到这种境地，那么他一定要有这些素质。第一个就是要能干，所以能干就是说他能担当得起做事情对不对？你看一个要真的想修禅修的人，没有这种担当起的性格，你不用想，真的你不用想。我这里回答来不是我在吹牛，我看太多了。我觉得禅修有个好处，很多人对禅修有很多误解，但是我觉得一个人肯这样独在那边做几天，他慢慢就会学会要担当起他自己的，对不对？他慢慢就会对事情会对自己要负责的，这就是一个能干担当起的意思。第二个就是要正直 就是做人就很正直，好，讲完正直就是说他知道对就是对，不对就是不对，这种好能分辨得出来，要坦诚。坦诚这里最重要的是说明他比较容易被受教导，好，被教导。有的人你讲他表面上是的，他其实心里管你的，是不是啊？这就不坦诚。对啊。那这里面其实讲到坦诚，这里面呢，我们都翻译坦诚。其实不管怎么样，这里面佛教有很多经都谈到这些。当有一个人有愤怒的时候，他一般来讲，他就会开始就只有赞叹自己，我是最好，人家是最坏。其实当你在讲这些话的时候，已经在一种愤怒里面。我这里说愤怒是我们佛教讲愤怒，就是矛盾里面有一个矛盾的心态。如果你完全都是一种慈祥的心态的时候，你就不会这么样子讲话的。OK， 你真好。所以很多这个我没有时间解释。好，那反正你们有机会啊，多看一些早期佛教的经。我不是说特别怎么样，你们自己看就知道为什么说有好多的内容。哎呀，你跟别的东西比，那真的没得比。好多的内容会让你反省，好，了解。好了，那么当然还有不骄傲，还有柔软哈。讲到不骄傲，我倒是希望再多讲一个，就是因为我们佛教一般把这个字，它原文叫阿蒂玛那，哈，不讲玛那，就是玛那，我们一般中文就习惯把它翻译成叫慢性的慢，好。但是其实一般我们习惯了，当然有时候我们看上下文不要固定哈。那么如果他用阿迪曼了，就是非常明显的，他是要告诉你，这种慢是因为你认为你懂东西，那不是认为你真的是懂一些东西，但是你看不起人家那个慢啊。但是一般呢，如果单是看上下文啊，如果一般来讲，如果他在别的地方又提到慢的时候，哈，这个慢一般很多时候都指这个是一种自卑的慢，懂吗？他的慢心升起是因为他自卑。这种也蛮多的，我很怕这种人的，因为他就是自卑嘛，所以呢，他会在后面跟你搞一大堆事情啊，那就他没有能力，那么他就这样，自己要注意这个啊，有时候要小心。那么这个也是一种慢，在佛教讲，他因为自卑造成了一种觉得人家都没有什么了不起，其实他自己知道他没有什么东西，懂吗？就是这个好。OK， 那我们现在看第二句。就是三度萨科者苏巴罗者阿巴基佐者萨拉胡格乌蒂三听对有者尼巴国者阿巴卡波古列苏安纳诺基多啊，就是 that mean actually someone has to be content, right? 啊 ？No， 我们不是要你看那个经啊，你不要看那么多，听就好了，暂时。So, to be content, it's a long explanation, but I think generally mean whatever you have, you should be appreciated. Okay, maybe by that. Person have to learn this kind of contentment. Whatever you have, at least what you have now, you should appreciate what you have now. And also, you're easily to be take care of. You know, like a community, there are people are very difficult. Let me just say one example. One day when I left New York, and then I was so happy I left New York because I have time. I don't have to do so many administration work. Facing this unnecessary problem, I feel like I'm Nibbana in some way. Anyway, no. Not now, maybe later. So, what happened is that after that, I went to a retreat, because I was so happy that I can go for a retreat. And actually, this is the reason why we need a meditation center. I have no place to go. And also some places, if you go for a retreat, they only just restrict you to practice this method, no any other method. So it's fine, but I went. Because I went to the retreat, he used to my teacher too, so I went for the retreat. Even though they interviewed me because it was surprised why this monk coming. Maybe they checked my online, they saw my land, they knew that maybe I'm also come from a big temple, whatever. So I told him, no, I just need a retreat. I just need a quiet time myself. And they also asked me that, are you practicing this technique? I said, no, I didn't practice the technique for a long time. But actually, I'm still your old student because I belong to the technique also for a long time ago. And I even learned the technique from your old master, the original founder. So I just didn't practice technique, but I would follow your system, whatever. I would just go to practice, and I'm not going to use another method. But you just allow me, because usually they don't take you, even though I was an old student, but if I don't practice the technique, they don't accept you, But because I think I mentioned that they agree, fine, because they have to trust me. But what I want to say, I live there, and I think I'm the person, even though I have many complaints in my mind, okay? So when I say, I'm not saying that. However, one thing is for sure, I'm not going to complain to anybody. What I want to say, because I know it's not right to do so. When I complain, it's my problem, okay? It's not their problem, you know what I'm saying? What I want to say is, anyway, when I almost finished my retreat, actually I finished the retreat. When I left, there were few people, give me a ride. It was not in this state, in other state. Give me a ride, and then actually we have a visit in the city for one day as well, together. And they told me one thing. They said, our in charge of the place told me he was very surprised to see me. He said, why? I said, why? Why surprised? He said, he is the only monk I met, never asking anything. Because he said, in those days, when during the retreat, when they meet the monk, they have to ask, what do you need? They say, yes, I need a table, I need this, I need it, I need it. And of course they respect, but they have very difficult. They have to, busy this and that. I say, no. He said, do you need to arrange you sit in the front? I said, no, fine. Of course, at the end, they arrange me sit in the front. I say, I'm a student, I'm here, I just follow whatever you are. I don't mind, And then the what we call this instructor, not instructor, like assistant, the assistant also come to meet me also. Do you want me to sit there, prepare the chair for you to sit next? I say, no, don't do that. Because I don't want to disturb their system. I don't mind. I will sit on the floor, what they are doing. And then they say, what about the lunch? I said, no, don't care. I can stay in the queue with the lunch with them. So, but even though like that, I say that, but they're very nice. They prepare a special table for me because they know this Westerner, they don't understand that the monk have to take the food first as well. So he say, but can you please go like 10 minutes early? The food will be ready. Then you just go to take the food first, and you eat, then you can left. So that you can avoid the standing in the queue. Because these Westerners, they don't, in their system, if you can ask them, go away, and then and they will get angry also. They don't like that. So it's a different culture. So yeah, they treat me very nice. I really didn't ask anything, So I want to say that this is very important. Like he say, it's easier to take care. It's like, I don't mean I'm the perfect, but as I say, I certainly understand that very well because I used to look after temples. I definitely understand. When you had a monk or anybody come here, have so many demanding, come on, we are busy already. We are not working to serve you this, you know what I'm saying, right? And this is not my, I won't say not my job. So, but of course, if you have difficulty, we really need help. But it's, people would like to create. They want to show they are powerful, they are what you have to respect. Oh, so difficult. Trust me, I know, very difficult. That's the reason why you cannot blame why people are so afraid of the guest. When you're unlucky, you have the exceptional, different kind of gaps, you will live like a hell, okay? Huh? Diplomat is one thing. Anyway, yeah. Okay, anyway, that's why I say, and then must be remembered, the person has to be easy to take care, okay? And as well as, what it is, and also he is not very busy in many things, like people like, oh, I'm busy this, I'm busy that. He has to be really know that he's busy, he limit his busy, not try to be busy. The same thing like if you go to any place or what, you look, I always also do not like this kind of place. Like if I go there, unless I tell them I will be busy, fine. But you are not really like, I'm busy. You have to give the people have the sense of settlement, right? Look, if I'm sitting here and I saw you running here, and then they're running there, and then sweeping there, and then cleaning there, and then doing this, and then people think, oh, so great, I'm doing something. But our mind is kind of like, your mind, there's a feeling, it's not very settled down, right? Okay. I'm not saying that you don't sweep. You have to really, not like, there's a difference between too busy and you should do what you should do, Okay. Get it now? I see people like that. They cannot stop. Right? They just all the time like a chicken running. Go, 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 and then sleeping. I have to say, no, I don't look down, but I really find something funny. I look like, oh, there's a chicken. Go, 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 go. No, you need to really, you should do properly what you've done and then settle down, So not endlessly like, that. So this is what is said. The other thing is also very important that something drill, it means somebody, the sixth sense, it should be very calm, right? You know what I'm saying? The sixth sense is very calm. That relates to what earlier we say. If the too busy, the sixth sense is not calm because your eyes are always looking this, looking that. Your ears are busy. Your nose is always busy. Your tongue is always busy. Your body is always busy. You have to be really calm down, your mind and everything. Oh, I see it. At least I may want to clean that, but let that when people left or when the people want, I will just do it, right? You calm your sense and you do it, but not like, it's there, I must clean it. I don't care what you're doing, like this. They're too busy. So you have to really calm your sense. Then oh, this is dirty. Of course, if you find that you can calm yourself to do the job too. It's different. You can see when the people working with the mindfulness or without mindfulness are very different, right? And also has to be kind of like wise, and it's not rude. And then it's not only like, they always stay in favor. Oh, this is the person I only in favor, the other I don't care, like that. So they must have kind of people not just favor to what, because this is my friend, because this is my relative, because this is just like that. So I should be take everyone almost equally. This is what the Buddha say. If those people who want to approach this kind of goodness and come to the calmness, those are the certain kind of the what we call quality. They should learn how to develop it also. This time is almost done, and I will jump anyway. I would just say the few important points, and then we jump to the main point. And and then, if that's the case, if they have those kind of quality, and then they must, one important word is Cactoctin samachare kinji. And then yena vinyo pare ubavadeyo. Okay. It means even up to that. Cactoctin means not even to samachari mean your kind of action, doing something. That even you do something a small, tiny wrong. That that even the people who have wisdom will usually translate as censor you, would not approach, would not agree. In other words, mean this is a little difficult. Normally, only when you meditate or only when you have those qualities I just mentioned, you start to know what is the main thing. For example, like when you're in a community, what is the main thing? It's most important. Good. Anyway, those also things. I guess it's based on this text. It's the main thing is that you will up to a point if you commit something small, tiny wrong that was censored by the wise person, you would not even want to do that. Maybe the mistake in general people not big deal. I will give one example. Like say about the sweeping, right? If we are doing meditation and then you saw the other place is really dirty, you thought, I need to clean this place, right? And you know that people are not going to walk there also, but you still want to clean the place. It's a mistake, but it's not a big deal, right? Like that. But if the people who have the sense calm down, they know that, oh, people are having their quiet time. I don't want to do it now. I will do it when the people left. So he would just do their job, calm his senses. When everybody don't go, and he will just clean it that way. This is like a small thing, right? it's very hard to teach these people like this. I can encounter so many things. Like sometimes when we're talking, for example, sometimes when we have a guest come to the temple, I'm not this kind of monk, Anyway, basically we have a people guests talking. I once encountered a monk, very funny. He's from one country. I accept him to come to here. I thought he must go to abroad, because if he always in his country, he would never expose himself much. So then and he come there. When I was having a guest from Boston, actually he used to teach in Harvard University. He was one of my teachers. And when with his wife come to visit me, and we were just chatting, and the monk and he say that, Albert, can I sit here? Can I listen to you? Can I even share? Of course, I always say, fine, we are not talking any secret. And even when we are talking, we are in a public place, like the common table, we're talking, having tea. But like that, he's not commit any big wrong. He didn't even ask. He just come in and sit there, like that. Do you think does it do any crime? Not the crime, but so strange, okay? This is and if the people do like that, his senses is not calm. If the people's senses calm, he will not do this. At least he will say, but I like to listen to your conversation. Could I just sit? Okay, that's first thing. Fine. If he sit there, even it's fine. If he listen, it's okay. You know what he did? He bring up his dictionary, and he bring the book, and he's reading his book. And then I was still talking with my friend, and he knew this is from Boston, and he knew he was a professor at least, whatever, we still, whatever. And then he asked me, I don't understand this English, can you tell me what does it mean? And of course, and out of politeness, I'm not going to say get out, So that's why sometimes I understand why certain culture you have to say so. But I don't train in that tradition. I cannot say this one, get out. I also politely answer his question. And then we still keep on talking, and he started to flip his book. And I still have my loving kindness. And of course, my friend was there, the professor was there. He was, especially his wife, he married to a Japanese lady. He's a Caucasian, because he used to study Japanese Buddhism as well, very well. And his wife was so surprised. The Japanese culture, you would never have this kind of thing. His wife was like looking at me and looking at me all the time. What is going on? And then he was just flipping. He really never listened to what we are talking. He was reading his book. On the same table, there's so many tables there, okay? Even there's no table, you don't do that. But there's so many tables there. But he's innocent.
What nationality?
I don't want to say nationality. But I can only tell you, people speak Chinese. But anyway, the funny part is that, and then maybe he feel that he might get upset because he couldn't understand English well. He don't understand what we are talking, and we don't have to have a conversation with him. This is not the time. So he left. He left. He didn't even, when he left, he didn't even say, "Excuse me, I think I should go back my room," or whatever. He just left. This is what I mean. Like this example mean the small thing. Kutang mean the small thing. It looks like insignificant in a certain way, like he's not killing you, not abusing you, not using the language, but so strange. But for sure, you can see his mind is not calm. He was actually very, very, not like that. Okay. Anyway, you know what I mean. So please remember here, this word is very important. That this is among what we just described, and then we say about this and he will not even commit a small, this kind of thing, wrong thing, that even the wise people were really not happy about, sense or disagree, like this, like this. This is a small thing, but only when these people have this kind of mind, if they could do that now, here they say, Suki no wa kemi no hondu sabbe sata pawandu sukitata. Mean then he will wish everyone to have happiness and have this calmness and wish everyone, sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitata, everyone full of the nature of happiness, like that. Okay. So this is also one thing why we also understand in a certain way. If we want to teach meditation like loving kindness, if those qualities is not that well there, it's very hard for them at the moment, you know. But please, if we always want to learn, and then you always must learn that this kind of thing. Then you will start to, when your senses are calmed down, when you really can appreciate what is really important, and you really do that, and then your mind. But of course, you need to learn. Then your mind should wish everyone to have happy and to have this. In Chinese, called 安稳. It means no any problem create, you know, for that person, and also, and then the people would full of the nature of happiness. Of course, here when I say nature of happiness, mean we are not going to restrict to one kind of happiness, but you know, anything that gives you really joyful, we wish that people will attend that, you know, like this. I will say the Chinese. 我等下讲中文，但我讲完再讲好了。So even you have to do so to the people, either the people are still not born yet, or either the people are still it's actually been born. Either the people are in big size or small size, or middle size or so forth. Or whether to you is a big or small, you have to have this kind of wishing them are like that. Okay. And either even further, this is just the first thing you need to do. And further, you have to really titiwa ja tititawa, that you have to wish people that you can see or not see. You know, can see, I just mentioned that you can see your naked eye, and you don't see, I just mentioned like the yaka, the deva, the deities, the gods, and so forth. You need to wish them the same. Okay, whether these people will live close to you or far to you, either they were born or they were born, and you need to wish these people here the same thing. Okay, wish these people they all will contain of the nature of happiness. Okay, so that's the thing. Now, no matter, and then when you go beyond, when you meditate beyond, so this I'm sure you know how to do that already. You just let your mind in such a way. But if you go beyond that, and then no matter in any place, you wish them, no matter they are go in any place, nobody will have conflict with them. Okay, and look down them. And then they will not be afflicted by the anger, and not to be harmed because other people have this bad mind like that. This is you have to. That's why it say in Pali, "Naparo barani kupeda nyati manye de katachinan kinji." Piano sana patika sanya naya manya satukan ichaya. So in other words, you have to wish not just them to be happy in the nature of happiness, or have this calmness, or have this kind of good situation that would not disturb your mind, but also these people would not against you, you know, and look down at you, and not, you know, have to inflict that anger to you like that. So, so this is why if you learn how this text by heart, you will remember. You always have to have this kind of mind with the people, you know. And then next, the almost done says that just like a mother loves the only son, you know, and they will even sacrifice their life to protect their only son. So in such a way, you must treat every being. Please understand, in before, we might be more focused on the beings as a human, but later we use the word, you know, it regard to mean any beings, any living thing. Where we must also try to protect any living beings with this kind of, here we don't use a loving kindness anymore. We use a term, manasam pavaya aparimanam, mean the immeasurable, the incalculable, cannot count, aparimana, like immeasurable mind. You should cultivate this immeasurable mind towards any that is a living thing. Okay? Okay, 就是这里讲到的不是一般的只说慈心，已经讲到无量心。我如果有时间，我会跟你分析这两个差别。慈心跟无量心有点不一样。好 So in this text say that, okay. So why? Because when you want to wish everyone in such a good way, would not be looked down, you would not be harmed because they are anger and so forth. So you have to do this kind of mind as an immeasurable mind because you have to do it as in the up, in the down, in everywhere, in every universe, in every world, in every universe. You have to let this immeasurable mind extend without boundary. And then you must know the quality without anger and without worry. And then you're free from that worry, okay? And stay. We will teach that later. Actually, we will teach this meditation technique. And so then you have to do it when you're walking, when you're staying in a place, when you're sitting, when you're reclining. You have to away from drowsiness. You know, that's our problem. You have to away from drowsiness. And you always hold your mind in such a way. That's what I mentioned. I mean, the mind to the up, to the down, to the everywhere, to what. So this is what we call the Brahma Vihara. The live like, well, now in the modern translation you could say a live like the God, something like that. Okay, live like the Brahma, because in Indian tradition in those days believe the Brahma is the most powerful one. Okay, this is how you could really live like the God. You know, if the person didn't keep on, if they don't fall into wrong view, I will explain this if I have time. Why? Because like Devadatta is one of the case. Even though he was practiced so well, but somehow some condition make him to think he want to be a leader, right? And his mind corrupted. So that's why I somehow give this as an example. If the people would not fall in this kind of like corrupted mind, and they still keep on their virtue and their practice understanding, when they can cut off all these desire from the senses, and they would not be born in the world again. Okay. Here, not to be born in the world again, generally understand two meanings. One meaning means he become arahant. Okay. The other meanings mean because the loving kindness meditation is one of the meditation very important for Sakadagami. The second fruit, 二果. Because the second fruit people, if they want to become the anagami, if they can use this Brahma Vihara, they can completely eradicate their anger. So when the conflict might disappear, they reach, because anagami had cut off the anger. Of course, even arahant. So that's why one meaning say that he would not born again mean, because when somebody, at least when they become anagami, and according to Buddhist understanding, become a saint, like the saint that they will not reborn to this earth again, but they will reborn to one kind of heavens, and that heavens only live to the saint people. One kind of heaven. So that's why I mean by he would not, because the people who born there as people who not attend arahant yet, but they attend anagami, the third fruit, because of prejudice method, because they were not born in the womb. That's why it means that they will not come back to the world. Okay, they were born as a transformed body in heaven. Okay, all right. End of the talk. Should I have to say Chinese? 我们省一点时间。I just say few. I had to fear. 简单的说哈，这里面我刚才说就这里面当然有讲到这些一些重要的数值，不过我还提醒他讲完了这些数值里面，最后有一句话，不是最后，就是有一句话还没有讲到说这个禅定禅修的这种内容的时候呢，他就说到他不会做一些犯一些小小的罪或小小的错误，那一些有智慧的人都不喜欢的。那我要讲的是这个非常重要，因为这里面呢涉及到，我就刚才讲了一个譬喻，就小小的一些，就比如说，有些人在谈话的时候，对不对？比如说很简单，有时候我们在谈话的时候，如果我们在谈话的时候，那突然间有些人就喜欢插嘴，这样，这个就是小小的东西，其实好像没有什么大不了，但是就很小的东西。如果一些人连这种小小的细节都不知道应该怎么去对待这种礼貌的话，他要真正要想开始要修持，要修这个心啊，还是挺困难的。所以虽然我前面我有些是省略在中文，你们有机会回去 我应该在别的地方有讲过，现在忘了，没问题哈。叫你的小孩子教师跟你翻译给你听就好。反正就是你最重要就是要做到，连这种很微细的东西，虽然看起来很微细，好像不那么重要，其实对你的修持或者对别人还是很重要一件事情的。要能做到这样哈。那么这个时候呢，在这部经的说法，那个时候他就可以愿一切的众生哈。那么愿他们这边的众生一般可以就是指人类也好，当然也可以指别的，就可以先指人类哈。愿他们都能快乐。其实应该都能快乐，跟 camino 就是说都能安稳。安稳就指说，比如说不会说没有钱啊，不会说什么原因造成的很不安稳都愿他们都快乐，愿他们都能安稳。那也愿他们都会有或者都会存有这种快乐的特性那么这里快乐特性当然每一个角度不一样，但至少一定要愿他们都快乐。不一定要涅槃了，不要误解这个意思这里肯定没有这个意思然后呢，不管这些众生是哪一类的众生，不管他的长相啊，不管他的身高啊，不管他的怎么样不管他是在动态还是静态的时候，你都一样都要愿他们是这样而且呢，不管众生这里面就开始另外这个有点改变，就是这些众生就指一切更大，因为他用的字不一样那么这些众生不管这些众生是你看到的或者看不到的，当然就像我说看不到就是你不管你是真的有，但是你看不到，你还是都会愿这些众生，愿他们这样子那么愿他们这些众生都能充满了这种喜乐都要这样那么而且呢，在任何接下来还要再扩大，在任何的时间，也希望他们在到了哪个地方他不会因为有遇到这种对他有敌对的人，或者轻视他的人，或者是因为呢都以这个愤怒呢还有很坏的念头来害他们就是这样，要愿他们这样所以他说就好像一个母亲呢保护他唯一的儿子一样，他会牺牲他的生命来保护他唯一的儿子，意思是说你真的要把这个看成非常非常的重要那么如此这样的话呢，他就开始要对这个众生呢要修这个无量心了。前面是讲到是修这个慈心，现在是讲是要修这个无量的慈心。怎么说呢？所以所谓修无量的慈心呢，所以他开始又要从上面到下面，到横遍一切的方向，横遍一切的这个世界，横遍一切的这个宇宙都要让你的这个慈爱变成不是有限的，而是变成无限的，叫无量infinity， 无量的给他们无量的这个爱心，这慈心。那这样的话呢，要能做到没有障碍。这个障碍有很多意思我这里简单讲说，就是说你不会因为有什么因素人你有分别没有，就没有障碍。还有就是你扩大的程度没有障碍，这个要学的。我们其实不是没有时间，我总是会教你们一点，因为我觉得很好用那么当然修得好也还是有时间，不过至少你知道怎么用，慢慢自己在做那么你要给它做到无障碍，而且呢，你会发觉不但是无障碍，它有些特性。什么特性呢？这里面一定就是没有嗔恚存在，没有这种矛盾，你的心里没有这种矛盾存在，而且你完全没有害他的心存在。我们不是讲愿你无害这个害吗？其实每句话有一点不同的意思，我这里不想解释。虽然我们是修持观，但是不管怎么样，你会做到，因为有时候我们有慈心有时候稍微还有一点得意的，你知道吗？就是得意的慈心，就是有点就是这样，不是你会到了一种阶段，到无量的时候，连这种想害他的这种心都不存在这样要偏满一切的方向，已经到了无尽的这个宇宙。都要这样子那么最后他说，当然这种的境界不是说什么，而且要再怎么状态都要做得到呢？不管你行禅就走路的时候坐的时候躺的时候或者你住在一个地方，这个环境扫地做什么事情，就是一个环境里面做任何东西，你都要让那个心一直在那里。他说要远离你的昏沉，你知道我们禅修最困难就是昏沉远离了它，你的心一定要直着这样的念。就是这种无量的这种心的念，这个就是叫说，你就叫泛住。所以泛住我们不要去死背这个语言，听起来没什么泛住嘛，意思就是说你就会住的像这种天神一样那么快乐，懂吗？其实这句话很重要的，因为在佛教里面呢， 有一天你就算认为你想要到天神去，像天众，你就是要有这种心。你的心量越大，你就天众里面的福报就越大。这里面我有机会，我每天讲有机会再说，到时都没机会。里面我讲一个小小例子。佛经里面讲过很多次，佛陀当初他还没有佛法的时候，他当过天众的天王。为什么？他就是修十无量心，非常清楚的。所以为什么佛陀也教导，尤其是在家人、出家人，当然我们修的这个之外，当然还希望有个解脱，但是对一个在家人，你们今天没有剃头，就是因为你们想法就不太一样嘛，对不对？不是吗？你们为什么笑了这样？等我喝杯水啊。我常常就说，有些人很搞不清状态。你明明戴了头发，你做的像个出家人啊，那人不像人，鬼不像鬼这样。好，我有时候不是这样。当然，你说你是被逼没办法，我就算了。好，但我不是很赞同这种。No, I just say that when we say the Brahma Vihara, actually in the Buddhist understanding, it's not just because you live like the God. According to Buddhist karma theory, if people who want to live in the heavens, they have to practice this. Because according to your karma, you will be reborn to the heaven. Okay. Not only that, even in the sutta mentioned, there were few sutta mentioned clearly. The Buddha said before he was a king in the heaven. Why? Why he was the king in the heaven? Because that time there's no Buddha there. So of course he's only as a Brahmin practitioner. He had to retreat for 6 years, just practice the Brahma Vihara. And then with this kind of merit, he was born in the heaven as a king. Because if you want to become the heaven, of course, just practice Brahma Vihara. But if you want to be the king of the heaven, you have to practice Brahma Vihara really extensively. All the time, the mind is like that. That you have the soul power merit to be in there, the most powerful one, Because, be a king according to heaven, you must have really powerful mind, broad mind, acceptance mind. When you have to look so many people, it's not easy. So, anyway, I may explain that a little further later. I just say that in Chinese. I forgot to say in English. No, 讲到哪里去了？就是Oh, yeah. I also mentioned that, the problem is that sometimes, particularly this method, is very well admonished. It's highly admonished by the Buddha to the lay people also. Because I tell them, to the Chinese speaker basically, I was saying, you are the lay people. That's your lay people duty, is to have the Brahma Vihara. But monk even do that. But Nibbana is not your duty. But you might have that ideology, you want it one day. But as a lay, that is not your duty. And I just say, because in Chinese there are people, when they learn Buddhism, they become like a monk, but they're lay, so the life is so awful. And I say, then why you don't shave a happier monk? They don't want to also. And be a lay, and then they live like a monk. And the whole family have problem, what I'm saying? Okay. Can you reach Nibbana? As a lay, yes, you can. But that's certainly you provide when you have this ground, right? And when you have time, and when let's say you have a children, everybody was really, you don't have to look after, you can really serious practice, of course. But as a lay, you still have to, because of Brahma Vihara, when you practice, they had nothing conflict with your family life at all, right? Yeah. Okay. But the problem is, as a Chinese, I know, we have a lot of this kind of problem. People, they think they learn Buddhism, they really become. I don't want to say that too much. Yeah. Okay. The last thing I will say in Chinese, and I should stop. So and 这样的话，他还有一个就是说，如果他虽然是这样，他住的像饭，他们梵天，因为在印度的文化里面是认为一个创造主。好，但是我们佛教不认为他是创造主，但是认为有这么一个这么威力大的神，好，他不是创造宇宙，他只是威力很大。好了，简单来讲，因为在佛教来看，他在他的天众里面，他认为他是他创造的，但是在这个宇宙还有宇宙之外，他知道他不是，懂吗？这个，那不管如何呢，你至少就是说，如果你住的就像他们那种心态这种新的状态，这样的话，因为这个业嘛。 我们佛教想象业，你自然就会升天去。当然，升天不只有这种方法，很多种方法。尤其你要当天中的王的话，那么你就是要把四无量心。当然，在佛法说，佛陀讲他过去的时候，他还没有知道解脱这个方法的时候啊，当然他还是一个修行者啊，他就是靠这个四梵住而成为天上的天王，懂吗？因为这个福报是非常非常大的。OK， 他用了6年的时间就有修这个，他讲得很清楚了。那么，所以他就说，接下来就是说，如果呢，后面你看这是佛经的哈，他讲得蛮清楚，就说，如果这个人在修行这个，因为有时候你修得这么好，你还很容易堕到一种恶见、错误的见解。就我刚才讲，像提婆达多就讲，其实提婆达多修到有一个阶段的，但是他到了一个阶段的时候，他为了权力要 power， 他要佛陀教那个权力给他，佛陀就跟他讲，我没有用我的 power， 就是说我不是说我就是 leader。我来统治这个僧团，我是以这个法来统治这个僧团，只不过大家把我当成是一个 leader， 这不是他要想的这个事情，懂吗？这是不一样，不是想说哦，你谁是接班人，佛陀没有这个想法，但是他不是怎么想，提婆达多，他死都要他，你就给我，你跟他讲，你已经老了，给我接位，因为这不是国王，不是皇位，没有这个问题的，没有这样。不管怎么样呢，他因为这样，他没有被这样，他开始虽然他有修行。听说他修行得很好，他神通都很厉害，但是他就变了，啊，这个都会有这种故事哈。但是不要忘记啊，虽然他变哦，这里我顺便讲哈，在佛法来看很有趣。我其实这个星期是这个星期六啊，这个星期六我们 IBAA 在我们USN， 我们是晚上吗？7点钟我们有一个每年呢，我们就轮回到每个地方讲经的嘛，每个佛堂、每个寺院、每个传统。但这次刚好就在我们 USN， 所以我就会大概讲这里面一个故事。为什么在佛法来看，提婆达多他最后他虽然犯了恶业，他现在堕到地狱去，但是他还是会成为一个圣者。为什么？就是因为他本来就有修到一些很好的素质，只不过现在他有这个恶见，当然里面我要讲细分很多了哈，导致他后来。他虽然是这个时候他做了这个坏业恶业，他想要杀佛啊这些问题哈，他堕地狱，但是他还是因为这个好的业报，他总有一天他还是会证到辟支佛地啊，这样子的，懂吗？这有还是种下这个因缘，所以种下这个种子还是很重要，就是啊。好了，这边回答来，他说，如果他这个人如果继续修的时候不多了这个恶见的话，没有被这种恶见又被带走的话。那么他慢慢的具备这种美德啊，跟正确的这种关照的这种能力啊，这个我就不细说是什么意思啊。简单讲，修行的一种关照能力。这样的话呢，他自然会断除了他对任何的感官的贪欲，他就从此就不会再投胎到母胎里面。那么投胎到母胎里面呢，有2个解释，我现在只有时间的关系，我讲一个。基本上意思就是说，我们之前也提过，一个修行的人呢，如果他真的1果也好，2果也好，啊，如果他想进入3果的话，他有一个方式，就是一定要加强修这个方式，就是4无量心的这种方法，去掉他嗔恚，那么这样的话呢，他就容易证到3果。那么在这里当然是意思就是说，他已经证了3果了。证了3果的人，在佛教来看，如果他还没有证阿罗汉果的话，那么他就自然会到一个叫中文叫什么去？净居天啊，叫净居天，就会自然到净居天的地方住的人，就只有住这种证到果位还没证阿罗汉果的人。所以为什么说，因为到那边投身到那边去的话，他是不是在母胎的？他是自然化身到那里，所以为什么说他就不会再进入母胎了？是这个意思。OK， 好的，那我们先讲到这边。谢谢，要感谢我用了好多喉咙啊。I just joke. I say you need to thank me that I sacrifice my thought. Anyway, take a break and come back to do meditation. Okay, yeah.